Setting up leaderboards part 3. In this part, we want to display those values inside construct2. First thing, we notice that in this example from Facebook, we only got get rank and get score. We also need the player name. Looking in the Facebook SDK page, we have a hint that the player name should be get like this. Let's see if it works. We paste this here with entries and 0.0. We also need to close this brace. It's closed. Okay, and same thing for 1, even though 1 doesn't exist for the moment. We could also get the photo of the player via get photo. It's maybe it's useful. Let's add this to console2. So instead of get name, get photo. Let's run the game with those console entries to make sure they run okay. We have to copy the runtime, not from here, from our working directory into construct folder. Okay, open construct2. Meanwhile, let's set up the private window with the game. Close here and add here to the game, and also turn on my screen went black. Okay, back to normal. Web developer, web console, and back to construct2. We open our test project. Right click here, export. And into our export project, don't forget to run the script. Reload the game into our private browsing session. And on get leaderboard, I should get my name and my photo ID. Yes, this is my name and a link to my photo, which should be my photo, but yes, it's my photo from Facebook. Great. So now we have all the information needed inside the runtime JS. If you are using other engine and not construct2, you can manipulate these objects and get a representation of the leaderboard on your own, depending on what engine are you using. For construct 2, we need to define those expressions. We need to define the entries length, and for the moment we assume that we only have one rank, one score, one player name, and one photo. And we will use ranks, scores, players, names, and photos. Inside one string we will put names like this: hi, name 2, name 2, etc. And this will be ranks, names. They will be sent to construct 2 like this, and we will manipulate them inside construct 2 in order to get a representation. But for the moment, since we have only one entry, we will use names equal to this. It's a shortcut, a first step in order to represent the leaderboard, and in the next video we will make the fully implementation after we get some new scores in order to see that if it's correct or not. Okay, so we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new expressions. First, it's a return number we copy from this expression because we want to, the ID is 8, return number leaderboard length, leaderboard return the leaderboard. Okay, and we have the other 4. Get score should be again number, ID should be 8 plus 1 means 9, and here we should type leaderboard scores because we will have many scores, not just one score. Here leaderboard scores, return the leaderboard scores. Number, be careful with typos. After score, in fact before score we have rank, which is again number, so this will be 9, this will be 10. Return number leaderboard ranks, leaderboard ranks, return the leaderboard ranks. Okay, after ranks we have names and photos, which are string. In fact, it's better to copy from here and paste here. Leaderboard names, I've said. Leaderboard names. Return the leaderboard names with capital N. Okay, and now we have photos last expression. 12 leaderboard photos, leaderboard photos, my leaderboard photos. Okay, we can save this. And now here we have those variables, and let's implement new ones. So first it's leaderboard length, leaderboard length, leaderboard. The second one it's leaderboard ranks, scores, ranks, leaderboard scores, leaderboard names, leaderboard photos. So there are 5 variables. Great. And now into our expressions. Let's see where they are. We have a sample expression here. Let's search expression. Yes, expressions here where player ID, player name. Let's copy paste from here and paste it here. We have, instead of player score, we have leaderboard length. This name should match this one, so we can copy paste in order to be sure I have not made any typos. Return int, and this should return leaderboard length that we've set up in the beginning of this file. Also, this leaderboard length should be set up as let's see where I've inside get leaderboard. It should be this yes, here. So console log entries length, but we also need to place leaderboard length equals to entries point length. Yes, my length is typed wrong, but sorry for my English. Okay. Here we have only one. We will make like this in this video, and we will modify later. Leaderboard ranks equals to entries point get rank, semicolon. Leaderboard scores equals to entries point get score, and final two, leaderboard names with only one S. Entries is this string here. Okay, and the final one is leaderboard photos. This one is not as it should be, and instead of get name we should have get photo. Okay, and in final expressions we should have the length and the ranks which are a string. Leaderboard ranks, leaderboard ranks. Ranks are a string because the ranks will look like this in our final prototype. Let me see if I put here return string. Yes, I did it wrong. It should be return string here. For only one rank it will be okay, but for multiple ranks and scores it will not be okay. Okay, ranks is set up. Now we have scores, names, and final one is photos. Photos are not actually a photo, it's photos URLs. Photos. Okay, now it should work, but it's our first test. Don't expect to work from the first time. Let's copy files from our work folder into construct2 plugin folder and replace them. And let me pause the video here. In the next step we will see that if they work in construct2.